In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the next two types of sentences, the exclamatory and also imperative sentence. You'll need to have your writing journal, your pencil, and also your practice companion book out with you. So first of all, exclamatory sentences. Shows strong feeling. You want to write this down in your writing journal. And also it will end in an exclamation point. So an example sentence, we finally won the championship. So you can see that this is an exciting sentence and it ends in an exclamation mark. Now, you can see the exclamation mark at the end of the sentence, and also you can even see part of exclamation mark within the exclamatory word, so we know exclamatory ends in an exclamation mark, so that's an easy way to remember an exclamatory sentence. The next is an imperative sentence. So this will give a command. It usually ends with a period. So an example for this, do your best. That's an example of an imperative sentence. It's telling somebody to do something. It's ending with a period. Therefore, it's an imperative sentence. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples of these. Now, the English language is very, very tricky and very difficult, and it's really weighs heavy on every teacher's heart because there's always some exceptions to rules with English. So it's not like math where 2 + 2 = 4, no matter if it's raining, if it's snowing, if your brother and sister has a bad hair day or anything like that. It's always 2 + 2 = 4. English, on the other hand, there's always exceptions to rules. So we talked about an imperative sentence being in a command sentence that usually ends with a period. Key word is usually, because what we have here, watch out for that falling book. That's a command to somebody. However, it is ending with an exclamation mark, so it would be an exclamatory sentence, okay, because it is showing strong feeling and ending in an exclamation mark. Now, the next sentence, turn left at the next street, we can see that it's a command sentence and ends in a period, therefore it's an imperative sentence. Return to your seat and follow directions. We can see ends in a period. It is a command sentence, so therefore it's an imperative. Now, imperative and declarative can be very easy to mix up, but remember, imperative is telling somebody to do something, all right, and also declarative is just stating, is just a statement. Okay, so a way to remember this, look at I am, an imperative, and think of it as I'm, so I'm telling somebody to do something. All right, so that therefore imperative is a command sentence. Next one, let's go hedgehogs. We can see strong feeling and an exclamation mark. And finally, study for your test. However, you may have heard this as strong emotion from your parents or even telling your friend to do this. However, it ends in a period here, so therefore it's an imperative sentence. Now, the final imperative sentence that we'll see is turn to page 40 of your practice companion book. You see it's ending in a period, so therefore it's an imperative sentence. It's giving a command. And I want you to turn to page 40, complete the sentences on page 40, and when you're finished, you can press play, and I will have the answers for you. So pause the video now. Okay, so the directions were to label each sentence declarative, interrogative, imperative, or exclamatory, then rewrite each sentence adding capital letters and ending punctuation. So you can see number 1 is a declarative sentence. All right, it's just a statement sentence, therefore it ends in a period. The next one, wow, their local program is impressive, so that's an exclamatory sentence. And you can see how to write that, ending in an exclamation mark. Number 3, always check the rules in a new community. That's an imperative sentence. It's telling somebody to do something, and also it ends in a period. Number 4, does your town collect garbage once or twice a week? Interrogative sentence. It's a question, and also it's asking a question and ending in a question mark. Number 5, it is an imperative sentence. We can see that it's telling somebody to do something. All right. Obviously, beginning with a capital letter, ending with a period. And then finally, declarative, we can see beginning with a capital letter again and also ending with a period. Number 6, because it is just a statement sentence. So just a quick review before the end of the video. 4 types of sentences: declarative sentence makes a statement and ends with a period. Interrogative sentences ask a question and end with a question mark. Imperative sentences give a command. Most imperative sentences end with a period. keyword most. All right, and then finally, exclamatory sentences show strong feeling or emotion and end with an exclamation point. So this concludes the video on the two different types of sentences, exclamatory and imperative. If you have any questions about this concept, please come and see me.